안녕하세요, Ryan Walters. I'm here at Seoul World Cup Stadium along with Paul Nee and Matthew Binns, as always. And we are joined by a couple of special guests.
Very interesting guests.
So if you want to go ahead and step in here and introduce yourselves.
I'm a director of Juego magazine.
We have the magazine here. This is Juego magazine, and it covers lots and lots of football from the K-League and from overseas. But here we have some lovely pictures of the Seoul Fan Fantasium at this stadium as well. You should go here. There's an in-depth piece in here. And yeah, it covers everything.
Yeah, so for those of you that are following the page that Korean might be a little more comfortable for you, Juego magazine we would highly recommend.
Yes.
Has a lot of in-depth coverage, some tactics in there, some really interesting interviews, especially as an MLS fan. There's an interview with
Charlie Shi, Vice President of MLS.
Yeah, I did not know that was a
Possible.
Yeah. We also have Jae-min with us again, who's going to talk about the fan reaction from today's game.
Yeah.
And
we also have, if you want to turn around please, Mr. Hwang Sung-hong himself.
Yeah, we've got him here with us.
In his schedule as a player, in his prime as a player.
So we'll talk about.
So yeah, this is Sung-woo,
hang on,
also from the magazine.
From Juego magazine.
Yeah.
So to get everybody in here a little bit, to talk about the match real quick. Paul, you predicted that it would be 2-1 the other way.
I did,
that Seoul would come out and win. What do you think went wrong for Seoul for them to not get that result?
They lacked concentration from the beginning of the second half. They conceded very early in the second half. That cost them, and then it was a similar story in the first half, but they got quite lucky with the goal, is in a sense that they just couldn't find the right pass at the right time in the final third. They huffed and they puffed, and they were rather fortuitous with the first goal, their goal, I should say.
Yeah.
In the second half, it just didn't quite happen. There was some speculative strikes from Ivandro, who came on, who we thought was injured, but he looks a bit more direct. He looked okay.
He looked direct. Yeah.
He was more direct than what they have. Anderson Lopez I thought was very poor.
Quite.
I wanted
he had a better showing last week.
Yeah, I wanted to remain positive about Anderson Lopez because he is new to the league.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to just completely write him off because it's unfair to do that. But today he didn't look like he knew what he was doing. When he had time on the ball, which wasn't very often, credit to Gangwon in that respect. He didn't know what to do with it, and that would be a worry for me. And when he did have time on the ball, it was often in a central position. And if he's supposed to be a striker or a number 9,
or a winger, I thought he was supposed to be a winger. In
in today's formation he was out wide, but he did occupy central positions in some aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Again, he just didn't look like he knew what he was doing. Right. Whether that's on him or the manager, I can't possibly say. Again, it does take time to adjust to a new league.
Yeah.
But we've seen from Gangwon, like Jirik, for instance, who scored 1 last week, got an assist last week as well. Also today, got an assist for one of Gangwon's goals.
Yeah.
He's adapted to the league. You could say it's 2 games in, but it's too soon to say absolutely. But from what we've seen so far, he's adjusted.
Yeah.
Or he's adjusting.
So, Matt, we talked a lot about Gangwon's depth. How much of that do you think played into them getting all 3 points today?
Yeah, so half-time, if you've not seen the half-time video, it's on our Twitter feed and K-League United, but we discussed that we said that in terms of depth from the bench, that Gangwon had greater resources to draw from, and that was the case. At half-time, Jung Do-guk came on, and Gangwon shifted more to a 4-4-2, as we had seen against Incheon. Previously, they were at a 4-1-4-1 formation. And so they changed the shape a bit, and it immediately paid off. They were a lot more attacking, and 2 very quick goals. The first one, it looked as if it was an Equino goal. It's actually been registered as an own goal.
By Lee apparently, Seoul's number 3, the centre half.
So they got an own goal and then quite soon after, former Seoul man, former K-League MVP for Gwangju, Jung Do-guk, after being dropped for the first game due to competition in the side,
Recently, yeah.
he came on as a substitute and proved his worth.
Lovely finish.
It was
man.
a
Great
lovely
finish.
finish.
That was a FIFA-style finish, man.
I
That
mean,
was nice.
moments
That
before
was
that,
nice.
moments before that, Gangwon should have probably taken the lead anyway, but it was a fantastic save by Yang Han-bin. It was a one-on-one situation, and Yang Han-bin saved it, got back up, got back for the ball in, and then tipped the ball over the crossbar. He was very much keeping Seoul from embarrassing themselves at times, as he has done last season, and it seemed a little bit today. Seoul did react. I thought Seoul reacted well, but as you've touched on, Paul, there's just no end product there. There's just nothing there. They play well, they can control the pace, but at the end of the day, they're not going to score goals. Park Chu-young's goal, let's be honest about it, it was incredibly fortuitous.
Lucky.
He may celebrate today, but it came off. Any other keeper would have palmed it away. This keeper, he palmed it, it landed on the floor, and it spinned behind the line when it landed. Seoul, they were 0-0 against Jeju without anything. They've only scored in one of all their friendlies pre-season.
If you exclude university teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
They scored 7 against a university team,
But
but
we are not going to count that.
But
it's a worry.
it's a worry. I mean, because as we said, as I said, I think Seoul probably controlled possession, but there was nothing to show for it. And I don't begrudge Gangwon the points in this.
Well, the thing is though, from what Gangwon's game plan as an away team would have been, get in at 0-0 at half time, and then they can execute their game plan in the sense that they can bring on the players that they know that can make a difference, like Jun Do-guk, like Diego. They went in at 1-0 down
And still executed their game plan.
And still did it
With no adjustments from Hong.
No.
Which is what I was gonna bring in our Hwang's and Hong expert for. So, Su-yong, what would you recommend, like tactically, after seeing today's game? What would you like to have seen Seoul do in the second half differently?
Because the first half they controlled the first half.
Possession-wise,
they controlled it. If you were the man that you have on your back of your shirt, what would you have done at half time? Yes.
If you were this guy,
Which you know what? Actually, can I just say, in the 2002 World Cup, in the round that time I was about 15, I wanted this shirt.
it is a nice shirt.
I like this shirt. It's a lovely shirt.
Yeah.
Sorry, but anyway, if you were the manager, what would you have done at half time to change things for FC Seoul?
Well, Seoul will go for 1 or 2 more goals.
Yeah.
But actually, Seoul don't have much attacking options on the bench. So I think they have to spend their second half like just possessing more ball.
Yeah.
Not just attacking.
Yeah, so you think that given the lack of options attacking-wise, they should use their possession better?
Maybe don't play so Route 1.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But the thing is though, they conceded almost straight from the kickoff for the second half.
Yeah.
Concentration levels.
Yeah.
That's poor.
Right.
When the start of the second half, or any half of football, you've got to be alert. And they conceded more or less straight away from the kickoff. And you've got to expect better from a team that's supposed to be one of the big 4.
I mean, are they this year though? Are they?
Well,
because I mean, are they better than Jeonbuk? No.
well, of course
Are they
not,
better
no.
than Ulsan? I don't know.
Remains to be seen.
Are they better than Jeju?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, and also, we talked about Gangwon, and we've also talked about Pohang. Pohang went out and won 3-2 against the Jeonnam team that impressed me a lot last week. Well, in the opening round, anyway. I haven't been able to watch that game, so I won't go too much into detail about that. But Pohang was like a strong side. Are these teams that Seoul can finish above?
Well, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
This is what's happened. Seoul have made changes to their squad.
Yeah.
But the teams that finish below them have improved.
Yes.
Have improved their squads.
Yeah.
Have Seoul done that? They made signings. Evandro, who only came on, who we were told was injured. So apologies to anybody who read my preview that I said he was out for a month. from a reliable source, he was injured, but he came on and he looked direct, which is what Seoul need, directness. There's too much of this play it out wide, play it out this way, and then trying to get ball into the box tentatively.
Yeah.
They need directness. He provided that, albeit briefly.
He did though.
But yeah, there are teams like Pohang and like Gangwon that we've seen today have improved their squads.
Yeah.
Jerick, the striker, had an assist today.
Yep.
McGowan had a good game as a DM, a defensive midfield
instead
player.
of his traditional role as a centre back.
So yeah, you're right. I'm trying to remain positive in terms of FC Seoul. They'll finish 4th or 5th, but based on what we've seen so far, it's going to be an uphill struggle.
Matt's having none of it. Matt's having none of it. But
No, I think kind of just touching on what both you two said and confirming it. I think just sides have moved past Seoul. I think that early signs would suggest that the teams have moved past Seoul, and perhaps it's early days for Hwang with the team he's finally wants. But to me, it's just like Gangwon's already ahead, Pohang's already ahead, and then on top of that, you've got the 4 ACL teams which have strengthened and will get better despite some stuttering starts for a couple of sides.
Hwang only made one change today from the team that drew against Jeju.
Yeah.
I suspect next week at home to Incheon, he might make more changes.
an Incheon side that's proven that they don't care who they're facing.
Exactly.
So
I would fancy Incheon to draw.
I mean, I don't see
that wouldn't be unrealistic at all.
So-
I mean, based on what we've seen today, and what we saw against Jeonbuk yesterday, they could come here and get a result.
So from a fan perspective,
Choi Jae-min here.
Choi Jae-min, from a fan perspective, how are you feeling after today?
First, Seoul have today Seoul have more counter attack, but that time Seoul do not counter attack and shoot on target.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to counterattack, but it wasn't very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hwang Young-soo and Lee Yong-in.
Yeah. Two centre backs.
Yeah. Still is good, but
Yeah.
attack and striker is not.
Yeah. Again, it's the same old question that we're asking about Seoul's forward.
Yeah.
Seoul's out and out. Seoul don't have an out and out striker,
Right.
and that would worry me.
Just cross and
Haihosu.
yeah, just suffocating mine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you're always going to root for Seoul. That's unquestioned. But I think, what would you say is the fan emotion? How are fans feeling?
Really? I'm just watching, still watching football game and
Hoping.
yeah, just
But what do you think about the fans who came today? It was quite a big crowd, right?
15,000
Yes.
paid. The full attendance we don't know because they don't count free tickets anymore. So it seemed like it might have been a little bit
I
closer
think it was
to
a bit,
20.
Yeah, a bit more.
A little closer to 20,000.
How do you think the fans who came today feel after what we saw?
just I'm just respect for FC Seoul fans because this Seoul results, but Seoul fan is not gone to home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people came out today.
yeah.
So there seems like there's still hope.
Which might be
For now.
detrimental to the crowd next week. They lost at home today. They're at home, I think, next week against Incheon, and
That Gyeonggi derby is all of a sudden a big one for Seoul. That's all of a sudden a much
they
bigger
need to
match
get.
than it
They
should be.
Seoul need to win next week,
Yeah.
otherwise the manager questions have to be asked of him.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Incheon's showing stronger, but if it's the third game of the season and you can't record a win against Incheon, who almost got relegated last year at home,
Yeah. Well, it's if you
it's a
ignore,
different Incheon team. It is.
It is, but if you ignore the opposition and you look at the Seoul team, because FC Seoul should concentrate on themselves. They're supposedly a big club. Hwang Sun-hong let Daean, Unilok, Osmar leave. Okay.
And again, I know we've harped on this a lot, but that's the leading goal
Amongst
scorer,
others.
the leading assist maker, and the league leader in interceptions. All three of them. gone.
Let those three go. the players that have come in, are they better? I would say no, and in fact, somewhat inferior to what we're used to seeing. So, yeah. Next week, big questions we're going to be asked. If they don't get a result, Hwang will be feeling the pressure, I'm sure.
I should hope at that point. But, so we're going to get out of here for now.
Yes.
So if you have any questions, comments, or reactions, I see Hosu Kim has been in the reactions here. Hwang needs to stay forever. And
coming from a Su-yong Blue Wings fan,
from a Blue
that
Wings
will be
fan.
expected.
So, yeah. So, real quick, one more time, check out Juego magazine. Highly recommend it. There's a drawing of a very handsome gentleman on the back. I don't know who that could be based off of. Super happy about that. But yeah, check them out, and we will be back as always next week with more K-League coverage, and we're gonna have a few more giveaways coming up soon. So stay posted, and we'll see you soon. But from today, that's it. Thanks for watching.
No. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to click the subscribe button, which is there.
Here, right there.
Thank you.